Latin, I am going to talk about some charts that you might have learned over the past few years and how these essential charts help with Latin. I call them the building blocks of not only Latin, but all foreign languages. This company has created a basis of essential tools to actually learning a foreign language, and it's pretty amazing. And I'm going to show you specifically on pronoun chart F, which you must have learned already, right? By now, mid-semester, you have learned this chart. Well, I have this video, plus I have on YouTube another video on how cases match, and you should watch that one as well. But let's go over our pronouns. I've taken the chart and I've broken down just into the main chart section because we know pronouns take the place of nouns, right? To avoid repetition. Well, how is this going to relate to Latin? The first thing you can see at the top of the chart is that it says subject nominative. Well, weren't you taught already that a nominative is a subject? They're just reviewing it right there. Then you go down the left side of the chart. Now, this is not often seen when we learn English, but it's very important when we learn foreign languages. We have first person singular, second person singular, third person singular masculine, third person singular feminine, third person singular neuter. Now, that's all above the red line. Everything below the red line is plural. First person plural, second person plural, and third person plural. But why do we have masculine, feminine, and neuter? Because in foreign languages, these three will all be third person, and they will all be singular, but they will all be spelled differently. And so we will learn that over time that we need to memorize masculine, feminine, and neuter. Now let's look back at that subject nominative pronoun. Under that it says subject predicate nominative. So these pronouns can all be the subject of the sentence or the predicate nominative. And we have learned that we have a diagramming setup of subject, verb, transitive, and then predicate nominative. Well, here we have the word nominative once again. Nominative in Latin means subject, and your predicate nominative is renaming your subject. So again, you are building a foundation of memorization. Nominative subject right there. Now let's see what pronouns can be on our subject. Well, wait a minute, why did I just cover it with verb endings? Well, you've learned some verb endings throughout the years, and these verb endings are part of your pronoun. So your pronoun equals a Latin verb ending. So what do I mean? Let's look. So you have I equals O or M. You equals the ending S. He equals the ending T. She equals the ending T. It equals the ending T. We equals mus. Y'all, or you plural, means tis. And they is NT. Now let me put that together. O-S-T, must is nt. O-S-T, must is nt. How many times have you heard that? Those are your verb endings. They equal I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. You already have that memorized, which will do you good when you get to Henley Latin book. Now let's look at those objective pronouns. These can be direct objects, objects of or object of the preposition. And we would diagram them like this: subject, verb transitive, direct object. So anything in this line will be in the direct object case or an object of the preposition. But we're not diagramming right now, so I'm not going to show you that part. Anyway, here we go. What are our English is me and Latin is may? Look, they look the same. You is te, him is eum, her is eam, so the spelling is different, and it is id. Again, him, her, it, they're all spelled differently, so you need to know them and separate them. Us is nos, you is vos, and them is eos. So vos, I said you is vos, but in classic Latin, we're going to have was with a W sound. But you can get more about that later on. Possessive pronoun adjectives: subject, predicate adjective, a direct object, or an object of the preposition. And we have mine, meus, yours, tuus, his, suus, hers, sua, and then we don't have that one used. Then we have ours, noster, yours, voster, and theirs, sui. Okay? And finally, we have our reflective pronouns. We can use the diagram of subject, verb transitive, io, and they're usually going back to the subject of the sentence. They're referring back, reflexing back. So we have myself, me, yourself, te, himself, say, herself, say. Now in this case, they all match, and itself, say. They don't always match, but here we go. Then we have ourself, nobis, yourself, wobis, and themselves, say. So I hope this explains to you a little bit more about how our charts can really explain Latin to us. Look in your charts for nominative subject, genitive possessive, dative indirect object, accusative direct object, and ablative object of the preposition. Every time you see those words, they are highlighting to you how they're going to be used in Latin. Now, if you have any questions, you can come to me at facebook.com/Latin Learning, and I would love to help you more.